All right, Corey, go for it.
I thought it was really cute when they were like making up, and all she wanted to do was have sex, and all he wanted to do was go camping.
Yeah.
It was like if only they had fixed these problems earlier in their relationship, then I was trying to do the same joke that I did before.
I know it was funny the first time, Paul.
Yeah.
When we had technical difficulties, Paul. But what Paul said was, if they only take care of this problem a long time ago, we wouldn't have had to endure the last 22 minutes.
See, thank you, Corey. Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
And it's very true. If they had sex from the very first moment when he walked in, not having any attention, there's nothing like your wife wanting to have sex. Let me explain this to you, Paul. A wife, first of all, is someone that you get married to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure.
Married to.
Okay,
mm-hmm.
like a spouse, a legal spouse.
Right.
A wife or a husband is a legal spouse,
Mm-hmm.
and if they want some, it's your job to deliver it.
Absolutely, yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, that was amazing. I had terrible sex ed in high school, and so I didn't.
That was
even
helpful then.
That. Yeah.
Doesn't it seem logical, like Elise being the type of person she is, like knowing that Stephen might be having these thoughts, like her suspicion that of what she saw previously, that she would have made this happen sooner, have sex with him sooner, just knowing. It's like
knowing her, knowing him, it seems like it would make more sense if they had just taken care of that.
Yeah, they're very affectionate. They have a happy sex life and everything. It doesn't make
that's the thing
this
we
whole
know
episode
about
doesn't.
them, is that they have a happy sex life.
Yes, it's a very big thing in this. It's a huge thing in this, and that's why this episode is so bizarre.
And usually, wiser people than me have often said that when the relationship starts to go sour, the first thing that suffers is sex.
Right.
So this relationship, to me, has not soured in any way, shape, or form. Ergo, sex probably isn't a problem. I mean, we see them physically affectionate with each other.
Yeah.
So if you're happy sexually in a marriage, generally speaking, unless you're a freak of nature, you're not going to even be tempted to kiss back.
Right.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Now, and
this was
so
just
ultimately they explain it away as being like, Elise says, well, this is part of your midlife crisis, and once I'm as old as you, I'll probably go through the same thing. But it's like, that's not what this episode logically tracks as.
Absolutely.
It was, he's working at the office, this girl has a crush on him, upon finding this out, he now wants to have sex with her, and then looks for reasons why not. Then he decides ultimately not to, and then he comes home, and then it turns into, this was a midlife crisis. No, it was just
there was nothing midlife crisis about it.
No.
Yeah.
He's not buying a car. He's not talking about his childhood. He's not doing any of these things. It's just this tacked-on rationale.
Yeah, right at the end.
Yeah. Corey is walking through his house, and it's like watching.
Did we lose Corey?
It's like watching a color version of Pi, also a reference to a '90s thing.
Oh, I'm just gonna run out of juice, and my son has put my charger, so I'm gonna run out of power in a few moments. That's all.
Are you running out of orange juice, Corey?
No, out of juice.
Well, I say we wrap this up pretty good before Corey runs out of juice.
I think I'm.
Well, guys.
That's something else. Go ahead, talk. You can talk. I'm just looking for chords.
Do your thing. Well, guys, be sure.
Corey's just gonna mumble underneath this. He's wandering in the wilderness like King Lear. He's just like, looking for Logan. Yeah. Logan put this cord somewhere. I don't know.
It just
Corey,
the charger was fraying, and now it's not working. So it's
a
new charger. That's all.
Oh,
and Logan has the other charger with him somewhere.
Oh shit! What are we gonna do? We have to record the other thing.
I know. That's why. So say thank you.
Well, I was actually gonna ask you about that. Let's hold for editing. I was gonna ask you about that just because it's getting a little late, and I have to help Henry get down. Can we do it next recording? Would that be enough time?
I'm not sure.
Or is that too hard?
I just don't know. I think they need it soon. I just don't know.
Just
if we could, okay. Here, wrap up the show, and then we'll see what we can do. I'm going to text Barbara.
Okay. Okay, jumping back in here, guys. Okay, picking up editing. Oh, and Corey, before we pick back up, you can kind of be roughly looking around for your chords if you want to keep talking.
Oh, I'm not going to find it unless my son comes home.
Okay. All right. Picking up credits here, and rate and review our show on iTunes. For questions and comments, email us at qualitytimewithfamilyties@gmail.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at QTWFT for updates. You can also follow each of us on Facebook, or on Twitter, sorry. I'm at Follow Jones.
I'm at Paul Packler.
I'm at Corpep.
And be sure to like our Facebook page. We'd like to thank our host and producer, Barbara Dillon at Fanboy Comics. Fanboy Comics is an online conglomerate of geek media providing its readers with daily reviews, interviews, and podcasts that span the pop culture spectrum. Be sure to check them out at fanboycomics.net. We also like to thank Perry Adams, who beautifully performs Family Ties theme song, Without Us. Check out all of Perry's music and dates at perryadams.com. We also like to thank Bryant Dillon, who created our fantastic drawing and artwork as well as edits our show. Bryant is the president and co-founder of Fanboy Comics, so be sure to follow him on Twitter at Comic Book Slayer. And lastly, Sean Foster, Fanboy Comics graphic designer, for designing our logo. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.